Vacation are supposed to be the time of your life, but what if they become the last thing you ever did? Haunted cabins, vanishing hiker, and things lurking in night. These aren't just stories, they really happened. Ready to hear terrifying truth? You might think twice before booking your next getaway. The Hunting at the Mountain Cabin. It was supposed to be a peaceful escape to a secluded mountain cabin, a perfect spot away from the stress of everyday life. Jack and his wife, Emily, rented a small wooden cabin deep in the forest. They were told the place was quiet and undisturbed by visitors. But the first night, strange sounds echoed through the woods. The soft cracking of wood, as if someone or something was walking outside. Jack assured Emily it was just a wind, but the next day, a strange scratch appeared on the door. As the night passed, the sound would grow louder. The final straw was when they heard a footstep inside the cabin. They even thought they were the only ones there, or so they thought. The disappearing hiker. Sarah loved hiking, and when she took a solo trip to a national park, she thought it would be an amazing adventure. She set off on a well-known trail, her backpack filled with supplies and her camera ready to capture the briefing scenery. But something strange happened. When she reached the small clearing, the air grew thick and the forest seemed unnaturally quiet. She heard a faint whispering, but there was no one around. Thinking it was her imagination, she pressed on, but after a few more miles, she noticed something strange. The trail she was following had completely disappeared. Panic set in, and though she retraced her step, she couldn't find her way back. Days later, park rangers found her camera abandoned near the clearing, but Sarah was never seen again. Ghost in Room 13. In a small coastal town, there was an old inn with a reputation for being haunted. Thomas and his girlfriend, Lily, didn't believe in ghosts, so they laughed when the innkeeper warned them about Room 13. They checked in, ready for a relaxing weekend by the beach. But the first night, Lily woke up to the sound of someone whispering her name. She looked around, but saw no one. The next night, Thomas woke up in drenching cold sweat, convinced someone had them sitting in the foot of the bed, watching them. Each night the disturbance grew worse, shadow moving corners. Objects would disappear and reappear in a strange place. It wasn't until they checked out and spoke with the innkeeper that they learned the truth. No one had stayed in room 13 for years because of the ghost of woman that died under mysterious circumstances. The Island of Lost Souls. A group of friends decide to take a boat trip to a remote island off a coast for a day of sun and fun. The island was said to be uninhabited, but there were rumors of a strange disappearance over the years. The friends brushed off the warning as a local superstition. After arriving on the island, they set up camp and began exploring. But as night fell, they began hearing a strange voice calling out to them from darkness. At first, they thought it was just their imagination, but soon they realized the voice was real. When one of their friends went missing, the group panicked. They searched the island, but found no trace of him. By morning, two more had disappeared. Terrified, the remaining group fled the island, but they would never forget the screams that echoed through. The creepy Airbnb. Rebecca and her partner booked a last-minute Airbnb in a small rural town. The photos looked charming, and the price was too good to pass up. But as soon as they arrived, something felt off. The house was old, the furniture dated, and the atmosphere heavy. The owner seemed a bit too eager to leave, practically tossing them the keys and speeding off. That night, they heard the faint music coming from downstairs, but when they checked, no one was there. The next morning, they found a note on a kitchen table that hadn't been there before. "Get out." Thinking it was prank, they laughed it off. But that night, the music returned, louder and menacing. They left the house in the middle of the night, never looking back. Not every vacation has happy ending, and not every place is as peaceful as it seems. If these stories gave you chills, imagine what else is out there. Subscribe to Dark Whispers Night for more true horror stories that will make you question everything you thought you know about safety. Sleep tight if you can.